That cue is a different feel. Are you home? Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, that place was I really in.
You were, but still,
Yeah,
you
but
were.
here different,
Yeah. And then he had all these lights and stuff, so he was like, yeah. Hmm. Call up, you have time.
I I've been I don't know if you've been forward that, but I've been now. You know, you can walk in a place and you just have that sensation like, wait, you can get to feel the menu. You know, you just get that feeling like, wait.
Especially if you're a foodie, you sense good food.
Casino told me they do like some crazy wings.
Hold on. Plug in this, because since you could.
I'll try that.
You've been a 4 walls yet, you, since you've been on?
4 walls?
Oh, Lord. Okay, we can school you right now.
That's like game and
Honestly,
It's cool. We're having a party there on Friday, just on Village Road. I can leave that back in a second. You're looking more and more like mommy. Mm. Come on, Noel. We even start the show with all your fans coming out. Look here. Oh, man.
Hey.
What's about that time? It's about that time. It's about that time.
Star 106 hits. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good afternoon to each and all. Yours truly, the Natural Empress, in position to help you free your mind, also getting you in position to party with us this Friday as we celebrate our anniversary. I want to tell you more about that in just a few. I got to say thank you to those that make it possible. One time for KFC, I got to say thank you to Pinder Tile, Muffler World. Solomon's has got us this hour, as well as the Beauty Barn. And by now, you know, they're giving away a brand new car. All right. And all you got to do is spend $30 or more to be eligible to win. I'll tell you more about that. Cable Bahamas, Quality Home Center, and the Q Club. And don't forget, the big liquidation sale is happening at the Q Club. They have continuously been restocking their shelves. So definitely go on in and save. Thank you to the Cleveland Clinic and Montague Motors, as well as Island Pay. And I must mention the Island Pay simply because if you're coming to our party on Friday, it is totally a cashless event. So if you don't have a credit card, a debit card, then you just need to stop on in to anywhere there is an Island Pay kiosk, put that money in the machine, and bam, just like that, you've got yourself a MasterCard debit card. It's as simple as that. We'll talk more about that. But let us talk about the party and the all-new 4 Wall Squash Club. I have a friend visiting from, he's from all over the world still. And he's like, what is this 4 Walls? What is that? I'm not talking about your house and your room, brother. I want you to know what's happening this Friday. We're celebrating, the station is celebrating its 14th year anniversary. And we've teamed up with the 4 Wall Squash and Social Club on Village Road to throw a real feel-good party. All right. So Noelle is here with us, and she is going to enlighten us on the renovation and the entire feel of what we're looking for, or what to look forward to this Friday. Noelle, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good, Empress. It's good to be in your studio and talking to you and your audience.
It's good to have you, darling. And we're really excited to bring the entire Star family out. Yours truly, of course, Tony and Dwayne. Shouts out to Sawyer Boy, Brad, Hannah, Roscoe, Dames, Trish, Trishawn, yours truly, DJ AI, the entire massive. We're coming out. So, of course, tell us a bit about. Oh, pardon, Beats. Beats. Listen to me.
Man. Everything cool.
I sorry. I just excited.
It's all right.
I excited. And the funniest thing is, Beats already has some insight on what 4 Walls is all about. So before Noelle even give us the real deal, tell us your feel.
Listen, this is my initial impression of 4 Walls. When you walk inside there, it's 2 different zones. One zone is, oh yeah, and then the next zone is, all right then.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
telling you, when you walk in,
oh yeah, and then you have
all right then.
Oh yeah, then you have all right.
Yeah,
then.
so when you walk in and there's the initial, is the first, just like the yard where it's a Sunday, you give a chill Sunday kind of vibe. You're outside, the breeze blowing, you can sit under the tree, top a drink. Good. Then you go up the stairs.
That sounds like the oh yeah.
When you go up the stairs, listen, 5-star.
Okay.
5-star. You know, when you go walk into a place and you automatically have the sensation that, boy, these people have good food. I could sense. You ain't even smell the food yet. Because when I went, there was before the food started cooking. I went early.
Oh wow.
You could just walk into, you could just walk in the place and you're just like, boy, I know this place got good food.
All right, Noel, come on, back it up now. Talk to me, girlfriend.
That was a great introduction. Many people, when they come upstairs where our members lounge and bar is, have that experience. Is like, whoa, I did not expect this at all. It's very much a hideaway. We are a squash club, so our core is built around attracting new people to discover a new sport, a new way to exercise, a new way to work out, particularly for people who love competitive exercise, fun exercise, maybe not into the gym buffs. And so that's our core. But we also have our bar and lounge upstairs. And we have this amazing terrace bar and outdoor patio where the party is going to be held. And so we have a lot of dynamic spaces on property, the squash courts, the lounge, and the terrace bar and patio. So when you come to Four Walls, whether you're a member, because we're not just open to members, or you're just coming there to just cool down after work or wind down or relax or eat, we really try to cultivate a space where professionals, the grown and sexy, feel like this is a place for them to decompress, have a good time, and feel good. And that's what the new Four Walls is. It's been a squash club for many years, being under different owners. But when we took it over, renovated it, and reopened, we made it squash and so much more. And so we're really excited about our growing membership and to invite and welcome the Star crew to the patio to experience our backyard and to have a good time at this old school party.
All right, it sounds great to me. Now, if you're a member of the squash club, does it come with its privileges?
Definitely. We say membership is not mandatory, but it comes with its benefits. So to be a member at Four Walls, really, you get 3 months of free coaching. So we've had an explosion of beginners join the club. Like I said, people looking for a really fun way to work out, something that's competitive, athletic, but really suited to a range of body types and fitness levels. This is not the type of sport where you have to be super athletic and, an old athlete. This is the type of sport that we have women and men with bare bellies. We have people of all different who will surprise you on the squash court.
Okay.
So you get 3 months of free coaching. You get discounts at the bar. You get invited, exclusive access to events, and you become a part of our community that really supports you on just this journey to feel good and decompress. We all work really hard, and I know the audience that you cater to, we work really hard, and we need to cultivate those things that allow us to just relax, enjoy good company, good conversation, and sometimes a good dance party.
All right. Now, of course, this is a cashless event. I want you to reiterate.
Yes, definitely. From day one, we opened during COVID. Yes, that was a little madness, but we took over just before COVID reached the Bahamas, so we were all in already, but no regrets. And we went cashless from day one, and it's just a convenience for our members. There are less security risks, and most of our members really enjoy the cashless environment. So please bring your cards at the gate, at the bar. It's going to be totally cashless, and we'll look forward to having a good, safe time.
All right. So, of course, we're going to be kicking it off with Free Your Mind at 4 p.m., followed by the Drive at 5. DJ AI is revving the engines right now. We're getting ready for that. Then there's an open bar from 5 to 6. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we're partnering with Ricardo at 700 Wines and Spirits, and they will be collaborating with us for this open Ricardo bar. So we're going to have all your Ricardo rum drinks, and we're going to have some specialty cocktails, some hard switcher. And we'll have that running from 5 to 6 to, start off an evening before the vibes really turn up.
All right. So, of course, we're looking forward to everyone coming out. Tickets are available here. You could bring cash here still. $20, or you can, if you want to swipe it, like swipe out, and you can definitely stop on into the Four Walls Squash and Social Club before Friday, where tickets, of course, it's more at the door. You're going to get a chance, folks, to win some fabulous prizes, including airline tickets and concert passes. We're going to be giving it all away on Friday at the Squash Club. So, Noel, we look forward to seeing you. Of course, to all our listeners, we want you to come, especially those that used to party with us for Fantastic Fridays. Y'all already know what the vibe is still. All right. So, of course, we look forward to it. Definitely looking forward to a great time. And as Beat said, some great food. You even tell us what's on the menu.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna have the grill downstairs and the kitchen open upstairs, and we're gonna have a range of bar bites and food, our signature conch bites and some fish bites. We're gonna have some shrimp and chicken and steak kebabs on the grill, and we're gonna have a lot of good food for you guys to enjoy.
All right, Noel Nichols, Four Walls Director. It's great having you. We look forward to seeing you in person. Partying. I know you could turn up, so I'm not worried about it. Good to see you, and look forward to seeing you on Friday.
You too, Empress, and thanks a lot. See you guys Friday.
Don't know what to do. Keep it locked. Of course, Free Your Mind gets into full gear in just a sec. We're going to find out what's happening on the streets of Nassau. We got our Eye in the Sky traffic report, followed by today's second guest. Dr. Quinton Gray is in the house. It's a Wellness Wednesday, but y'all wouldn't believe it. We're talking animals. Stay tuned.
Report is brought to you by Shield Insurance and Prudent.
Mom, what the? You know what I mean.
Thanks, y'all.
You see that? I say Owen, what?
Owen, yes, babe.
Wow, this is great. Wonderful. I'll
What's
fix
the
that.
what's the promo say? Quinton? We good.
Yeah, the promo say Quinton.
Wait, did I
Jesus. Up top, Colin. What's up, girl? What's happening? Where my miserable friend?
So we can straight tell what, 5?
Yeah, 450. 450.
Going on. That on the traffic. You'll slowly ride down, but it's still a good ride.
Oh, I know where I get the Owen from. Owen is my dentist.
Is your dentist? You got to talk dentistry right now.
No, dog teeth. We got to talk teeth. Yeah, we talk dog teeth, cat teeth.
No.
I'm just saying. Now I'm just trying to figure where the Owen came from.
Oh.
It's a Wellness Wednesday.
Ben,
I think
you can pay off that.
No, I can fix that because I lied. They don't hear that I messed up. That's okay. It's okay.
Colette say the road.
The road. Oh, duh. Oh, that's what that means. Precious, I was doing some recording.
Yeah.
God, no,
So
it's
yeah,
Mhm.
Quentin, so she
Why don't just wait for me? Because I'm sure somebody else wants to do it. That's
okay.
What you gonna know? The zoomies? They talk about the
No,
zoomies.
those zoomies.
Wait, no,
Just
those zoomies.
how she less I noticed she's not as aggressive.
Is she not aggressive with your, like
She
with y'all right now? Or?
She was before, but
Mhm.
it's less now. It's almost a sense of like I get the sense of, hey, I want play. I just trying to get your attention versus play me now or
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah, but is it did you add more toys to it, or did you start doing it often? Like
I try to take some time to play with her at least,
right, see,
but it's I can see it's not enough.
yeah,
it ain't enough.
but that's good though. To keep it, you gotta keep it like if you keep it up like
Yeah.
7 months, then she'll.
Yeah, I just happy that like when she does this thing, but she used to do this thing where before I did the
All
decline
right,
where
guys, we just got a few more commercials. Not yet, like a
Oh.
few people.
like
Few more
I
commercials, and we're ready to go.
I know like they'd say, oh, she doesn't know that she's hurting you when she's jumping on your
So
leg
that's
and
why
trying to
I'm
get
messing
up.
them down. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she,
then-
she don't know. Yeah,
After a
They
while,
down and know
I
after
started to get a
slap
feeling
them
like
2 times, they
no,
would know.
you
Yeah.
kind of have a sense that this I don't like this. You
yeah,
realize I don't like this.
Like if the first time you kind of react, then
Yeah.
like we'll say, well, this they'll pick up on it. They won't do it. You know, they're very very intelligent. You know?
So she'd only do it if I have on long pants. She'd jump on my leg and I'd be like, okay, don't do that, but it
Yeah.
don't hurt that much. I get what you want. And before she'd bite my foot,
Mhm.
only my foot, hard. But now it's just like a little like
A little nip.
Yeah,
just a little nip like,
Yeah.
hey, over here, play with me.
play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep her. You gotta keep her. You gotta keep her engaged.
Yeah.
Keep her engaged. Or the toys, or the strings
I-
that you can pull around. You know, little
Listen,
squeaky toys. Here
I
and there.
looking on Amazon for cat toys like this a child, way. What?
I can't say I feel you.
I just don't like- I just don't like cats.
Stand them. I can't stand cats.
Cats is good protection for a house.
My dog is act like Rambo boy. As small as she is, and she's a girl, she's act like a real terror boy.
The Rambo?
Yeah.
What is Rambo? You know my cat is? My cat is the Joker. She's kill things for fun. All right?
Yeah, I mean, all that is hunting
Just-
prey mentality. They get it. You know, they have
For
that.
fun.
Yeah.
All right, you putting Quinton on the screen now, right?
Right now.
That's the last
Oh, I
one.
understand now.
Yeah.
Level and
This is
satisfying.
it, the last
More
one.
variety.
I
Good
like-
quality.
I like
and
radio.
certainly
Oh,
the
see ya.
best value.
Oh, now you can see.
Solomon. We're here to help build.
Here we go.
What's up, guys? This is Khalid.
This is Ariana Grande.
We are the Chainsmokers.
Taylor Swift.
Maroon 5.
We're keeping it fresh. With the most hits all day. Star 106.5.
Star 106 hits, welcome back. Free of Mind on a Wellness Wednesday. And today we talk animal wellness. The one and only Dr. Quinton Gray is in studio with us. The last time we spoke, he was somewhere far away in the world. And of course, I thought it would be wonderful to have him in studio, visiting home for just a moment. Doc is in the house. Good afternoon to you. How are you,
Afternoon.
Doc?
I'm doing good, Empress.
It's
Always a good time to
good,
be together.
good.
Talking animals.
I'm telling you, it's and you know what? I'm finding more and more and more that Bahamian people in general have become real animal lovers. There was a time where animal love came from just throwing out your scraps to the dog in the yard,
Yeah.
your cat, whatever it was. But now, and at one point, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, there was a time where real animal care and love was only for the elite, where, persons who had some coin, straight up
Yeah.
would have, animals, because these animals, believe it or not, on the contrary to what a lot of people believe, animals just got to defend for themselves, take care of themselves. It's quite the opposite, because you'll find people who are unable to conceive a lot of times will, opt to be
they'll
a
get-
dog
they get
mom or
Yeah,
a,
numerous amount of pets. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
because they really act and behave like children. Now, are you finding that now that you've gone off and you come back home, you visit from time to time, that whole stigma has changed, where the everyday man or woman is a real animal lover? They're bringing the dogs for proper care. They're being immunized. They're being groomed, and they're getting their meds and everything. Are you finding that growing in leaps and bounds?
Yes, is increasing tremendously. And when you say the elite, as vets, we serve everybody. And you may have somebody that does have a little bit of money, and you have people that don't have the less, but you have to serve each part of each
Of course.
community, from the low to the middle to the upper. And that's what we do as, basically anybody in healthcare, you are serving to the people. So, but I find the stigma has changed. And I mean, since I've been home, I'm working at Dr. Baza Sands Central. I'm in the
Shout out
hospital.
to
Yeah,
shout out
so
to
the Dr.
Bazi.
Sands, Dr. Bazi, yes.
That's right.
So, I've been I just started that this week. And the amount of cases and the amount of people coming in for grooming and immunizations, like,
So people are taking it serious.
yeah, they're taking it serious, and people and they're asking questions, and they want to know about vaccines and what this is going to do, and I need to know what type of dog food to put my dog on, because I want to work it out, so I need high energy. So how do I have that nutrition on board to keep my dog active?
And then, of course, I remember when my mom first bought our first pedigree dog. She brought a German Shepherd purebred from Canada.
Yeah.
And it was all about, from what I remember, it was just heartworm medicine and the food.
Yeah.
But there's so now that fast forward a million years later with my Shih Tzu. Because it's not Shih Tzu, it's Shih Tzu. Did you know that means? That's
She see what? She what?
That's the proper pronunciation. We've been
Yeah,
saying it wrong.
is a
It's
Shih Tzu.
Shih-
Yeah.
So the
Shih
T
Tzu.
silent?
Yeah.
Shih Tzu.
All this
My
time?
son,
All
yeah.
this time. Yeah. It's
Wow.
Shih Tzu.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm now finding that it's just more than just heartworm. There's flea and ticks. There is of course, with the female dogs, there's menstruation. There
Yeah,
is.
it's a whole array of things.
Look at his
Yeah.
face. Look.
Oh, I was just waiting for you to say, "Oh, you got to make sure and you got to get the dog the tampon for the dog."
Well, look at April face. Menstruation does require some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Huh? You just get ever just get
Well,
your dog
no, what I
tampon?
did was this young man spaded
Oh,
my
okay.
my puppy and tell him why you had to spade. Because see, when I tell people that, it's like, girl, why you spade him? You should have just waited to have babies and la. But tell him about the problem that she had.
So the problem when you first came to me, the problem you had is that you thought she was bleeding. She was bleeding something was wrong. And I asked, it's the first thing I asked, anytime anybody comes with a new pet, especially if it's young, I would ask the question, is this animal, did you get a neutered or spayed? And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, okay, well, the animal is in heat. She's cycling. And they'd be
I'm like, no,
wow.
she's a baby.
No, she's a baby. She can't be cycling.
How you mean she's cycling? And he told me, freaked me out with that beat because she's a baby.
Yeah.
Like, why is a baby cycling? You mean she wants to ride a bike?
Yeah. She was just at that. She
bike.
was just at that 6 month period, just coming in, to going into puberty. And then Empress was freaked out. And I was like, this is a quick fix, and it's the best time to do it.
Yeah, I think she had some kind of female reproductive something going on. You removed something. Something was going on. Something else was going on.
So I explained the procedure to you because me, I just can't tell. And with Empress, I can't tell Empress nothing about them going depth. So I explained the whole procedure to her, and I told her, it's basically called an ovarian hysterectomy.
Yeah.
So you take out the ovaries and you do 3 cuts. You do one over the right ovary, left ovary, and at the cervix. So, and at that point, she was on heat, and I explained to Empress that when they're on heat, everything is very, very vascularized. And I mean, the blood vessels are growing. That's for not to get too scientific, but you never want to spay a dog. It's going to be a little bit more complicated if you spay a dog when it's on heat, because you get more blood supply. So you wait for a week for that or after, and then, you have a lot more, easier procedure. So I had to explain everything to Empress from, what we're going to do, how we're going to put it. And then, even when you go inside, you put absorbable sutures, so you don't have to go back in there and take them out. So those are absorbed into the body. And I had to explain the whole process to Empress, and she did well. And she came out, and we had no more heat. But I do recommend, anybody you don't want to breed your animal, I recommend you spaying and neutering your animals, because in the long run they can develop certain ovarian cancers.
Not only that, it's like having unwanted children.
Yeah, right. So but you do have breeders out there that they want to have a litter and make some profit. So even that, we have to also consult them that at one, I always tell anybody that wants to get into breeding, don't breed on the first heat, because one, they're not mature enough and they won't be able to take care of the puppies at the second heat. So it's just different things when it comes to, you have to treat every client as an individual.
Question: which is more tedious to care, the dog or the cat?
I would say the dog. Cats are a little bit more self-sufficient. They groom themselves. They go
They're
and
nasty. They don't like water. They can't.
What are you talking
Why
about?
are you trying to make it sound good? Oh, they're self-sufficient. They're nasty.
Not every cat is the same,
Yeah, but not every cat is the same. But you have a lot. You have cats. They go to the bathroom themselves. For a dog, you got to take them out.
You got to potty train a dog,
right?
And then re-potty train the dog, and then potty train them again.
I potty trained my dog once. And she got it.
Oh, good. She's smart.
Yeah, because you took the time to do that.
That's
right.
true.
So you would stay with her, and that's why it was an easier process.
But it's just like a parent rearing a child, the potty training. You got to just be at it. You can't just slap them for every time they mess up themselves.
Now, I can attest that I have had both dogs and cats. And I'll say personally, I've never properly been able to potty train a dog. My cats, though, Max, literally the first time I say, Max, that's your little box there.
You knew exactly.
That's it. Right. You know where else? That's it there.
But then, in the flip side of this, now, let's just say you was to get, now you may have a household where you may get, let's say you want to get 3 or 4 cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So if you get 3 or 4 cats, you just cannot have one litter box.
Right.
You got to have at least I always recommend 2 litter boxes per cat, because they get very territorial and they won't use the litter box that the other cat use. So you'll have,
See
especially
what I mean? See that attitude right there? I can't get
right.
with that. I can't get with that. Y'all gonna need to use the box.
Right.
End of story.
See, at
Ah.
least with cats, the attitude is like a constant. You know, this cat can be in the type of mood majority of the time. That's the way the cat
Well,
is.
I mean, that's
for
your
me.
that's your constant because you know you in that environment.
Yeah.
So yeah, but everybody's going every animal's going to be different. Yeah.
All right, so here's another question for you.
Yeah.
Me.
Mhm.
Right? Would you say that either animal, because I mean, I know it's more than just dogs and cats, but
Yeah.
that's what predominantly is in our homes, in the Bahamian home. Or is that not true either?
Nah,
mostly
it's
cats and dogs,
predominantly,
right? Predominantly.
cats and dogs.
Okay. And
But
then you have what else?
last week I went to a farm out in South Ocean and I had to sex some guinea pigs.
You saw my face.
Yeah, I had to and
Did
sex
you
them.
see
And when
that?
I say sex them, I mean tell male from female because they're very prolific breeders. So you got to be able to separate the males from the females because you'll end up with one or two. Next minute, you know, you got a whole multitude of guinea
Really?
pigs running around. Yeah. So I had to go there and sex them, and I had to look for certain characteristics, and we had to separate the males from the females. So I mean, people are getting into a little bit more exotic pets, but not like I said, not like the States.
So what you got? Rabbits and
We got rabbits,
snakes and-
guinea pigs, different birds, tropical birds, things like that.
Shout out to Alpha.
Yeah.
You know, people have turtles, you know, but I wouldn't say a long list
Well,
of
what's
reptiles.
the routine for turtles? Like how hard or easy are they to care?
They're not. One thing about
don't require a
reptiles,
lot?
they're very well. It all depends on what type of
Lord.
reptile you have. They it can be very tedious because one, remember now, when you take an animal out of its natural environment, you have to create that environment
Habitat. Yeah.
and habitat of where you are. So, like certain lizards and turtles, you have, especially with a female turtle, you would have to, especially if you want to breed, you would have to have an area where she has some substrate. So, because she needs to lay the eggs on land, she would lay them in the water.
Gotcha.
I mean, even with sea turtles, they come
wow.
to the beach to lay their eggs and then they go to the water.
Mhm.
So, it's all these things that if you want to take any animal out of their natural environment, you have to make that environment adequate enough for them to be able to survive.
Correct.
Are
Yeah.
there any animals that people would consider as a common pet that are a little bit more high maintenance that you would be led to believe
What you mean in a sense, but in Bahamas or just like
in the Bahamas?
In the Bahamas.
like high maintenance? I mean,
Dog.
a dog. I mean, Empress dog is high maintenance because one, you have a long coat dog, so you have to go to the groomer.
Yeah.
You
gotta
yes,
take-
Yes.
So it's not like a short coat dog. You could put him right in the tub and bathe him off and dry him off, and he's
True.
good to go. But your
This is
dog
a blow
require.
dry.
And
yeah.
then when you get into the more show breeds and people they want to put little bows in the hair
Mhm.
and all those things require maintenance. But then, like I said, even when you get down to the breeders, a lot of people are now in the Bahamas. What I've been noticing is that a lot of these guys are getting into the bully breeds and they're breeding them, and they want to do like advanced techniques like surgical artificial insemination where they get semen from the States because they want a certain type of breed. So all of that ties into maintenance. And then
Wow.
these dogs, some of them, when you have a bully, I would say this, I would always recommend that if you're going to do AI, you just schedule them to get a C-section one time because they're very prone to getting, I'm going to say dystocia, but they can also get a blockage and you would have to go in and do a C-section and take the puppies out.
I don't think a lot of people realize that these animals have some of the same procedures. They take some of the
Yeah.
same medication. I remember
They
the
do.
first time when Dr. Sands gave me some augmentin. I was like, bro, I ain't sick. He's like, no, this ain't for you.
Nah.
They've got Bactrim, they've got augmentin, they got
amoxicillin. Yeah.
and it was very, very eye-opening.
Yeah.
That a lot of the animals use the
Same
same procedures.
procedures.
Animal, same
Yeah, they get
medicine.
cancer. And that's the other day. I posted something on my Instagram where, I got a case with something called TVT, and TVT is transmissible venereal tumor. And
What now?
transmissible
I heard you,
venereal
but
tumor,
you're
right?
saying that the
So when
dog
you
cat-
say, so listen to this now. So I was telling one of my boys, he's in the medical field. Shout out to Dr. Dev. He know what he's talking about, right? And I told him, he was just like, bro, how did they get this tumor? And I was like, it's from stray dogs being promiscuous. So you have actually a sexually transmitted disease that happens when they mate. And everybody was kind of shocked. It's like, we have never heard about this. And I was like, nah,
Wow.
this is an actual thing.
So you only heard about it since you moved to foreign, hey?
No. It's actually it's a tropical disease. It's in the
Really?
Bahamas. Yeah, it's right here.
Is that because the way you said it, is
Mhm.
that like HPV? But
It's-
like for you, like
Yeah, so it's
Something like
it's
HPV.
similar along those lines. And you know they have growths on it could be on the penile area or it could be on the vaginal area as well.
So they're prone to it because obviously there is no protection.
Right.
The only protection you have is to keep your dog inside.
Well, keep a dog inside, right? And that's the only thing. So you have strays. You have it, the increase in strays more than household dogs and dogs that are kept in the yard.
Wow.
So all of these things, it's like I said, it's a whole list of array of things with animals that people don't know the exact same things are going on with us. Goes on with them.
I see a comment here that says,
Yeah.
I know dogs can get AIDS. Is that true? That may be going out on the limb. eh?
Well, we do have, like I could say in cats, they have FELV and FIV.
You know what that is? What?
Right. So he should be able to probably get vaccinated for that already. His cat.
I've never heard of that.
Oh,
You never
tell me
heard about it?
What
You
is
don't know
that?
what it is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
What is that?
I
So
do
it's
love
like
your cat.
so you have the feline leukemia virus and feline infectious virus, and you get those things from the secretions,
Mhm.
especially when you have a lot of cats together. They get these diseases.
You know
So
what?
it's out there. Yeah.
Let's take a quick break right here. This is a lot to absorb.
Yeah.
All in one go. The doc is in the house. You got your questions. Your animal, all the real animal lovers, y'all know what it is. It's Free Your Mind on a Wellness Wednesday. Dr. Quinton Gray is in the house. Keep it locked.
Slice is
So-
doing his thing.
I know a lot about.
You should see his face.
This is news to me.
Yeah, you're supposed to get vaccinated. Well, it all depends on if you're gonna have your cat outside.
Mhm.
So FELV, FIV, feline leukemia virus, and also feline immunodeficiency virus.
Now, my initial intention was not for her to be a house cat, and up
Right.
to this point, she's never been outside. Period. But I'm gonna be
Me on online. Oh, we still on?
Yeah, we still on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's a real thing. We vaccinate for that FELV,
Mhm.
FIV, and it all depends on if you're gonna have your cat inside or outside.
Mhm.
Outside, if you're gonna definitely have it outside, I would recommend getting that because they get it from different secretions from other cats.
Mhm.
So I would recommend that.
Well, them bad cats are on the corner.
Around the corner.
I can see that often. Jeez. So,
Yeah, man.
are there other people over here that do like cat grooming?
I thought y'all say cats don't need to be.
No, I mean you have different breeds of cat, like long hair cat. Yeah.
Star 106 hits, welcome back. Wellness Wednesday. Animal wellness is what it is today. Dr. Quinton Gray is in the house. The phone lines are open 328-8163, 328-8164, 328-8165, or you can simply leave your comments on Facebook. We're Star 106 and Natural Empress on Facebook. So, Doc, I always wanted to
ma'am.
ask this question,
Mhm.
and I think we had this conversation one time about dog and their emotions. Do animals have feelings and emotions? As far as in your own opinion, nothing that you learned in school.
No,
Do you
no.
think so?
I think so. I think because I mean,
Feel.
yeah, they do. I mean, they show pain, they show aggression, and it's different things
Don't they?
that you can see.
Boy,
Right.
boy.
like automatically, like if you used to walk into somebody's yard with a dog and they put their tail between their leg, I mean, they scared,
Mhm.
right? So
Okay.
all of these things are
Signs of
signs
feelings.
of feelings, right?
Sure.
And you notice you'll see a dog as perk up and he look at you and you see the gnashing of the teeth, then you know that's aggression. And then some animals hide their pain. They wouldn't show it, but they show it in little bits, like like a cat. If you see them, you don't like cats.
I don't.
But I'm a cat guy. Actually, I have one cat, but she's my mom cat now. But look at this. I brought her from Canada, so I can talk about emotions now. I brought her from Canada, and she was loving me, everything, right? But I left her with my mom and left again. Now when I come into the house, the cat don't come to me at all.
So vexation is real.
She is in love with my mom. She don't leave her side, and she would not come to me. Because I mean, I know they can't talk, but she's showing me you leave me.
Yeah.
So now the person that feeds me and take care of me, I stand with her.
love.
So you get no love. But what happened is, as I start coming around a little bit more, she see me a little often.
Yeah.
She'll come and rub my leg,
Hey,
or
what you saying?
right, So when you're talking about a standpoint from that, they I think they have more instincts than actual feelings. Like how you can express and talk.
No, but how is
Yeah.
it when something happens with my pup right? You'd be like, you have to calm down because she'll feed off of
Yeah,
you.
and I used to
So
tell you that.
is
Yeah,
that instinct or is that emotion?
I think it's a little bit of both, because one, remember now, she looks at you like, okay, especially you, Empress,
Me.
you know, you the alpha in that in the house.
In her life, yeah.
See, in her life, so everything she's gonna feed off of you. And you have some animals that automatically, I bet you if you was to come in there, like probably like a little sad or a little mad, she'd be a little bit more clingy to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a given, you know. So I think, you know, they just pick up on a certain
says,
energy.
hey, Doc, Nolan Beneby.
Nolan Beneby,
Yes.
shout out to Dr. Beneby.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're saying that she feeds off of it would be my energy
Yeah,
more than my emotion.
yeah. And like I said, even you even have, you know,
Dr.
Yeah.
Beneby, what's your take on that? Type to me and let me know.
you know,
No,
and
I feel that-
and he's a human doctor too. So shout out to him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
deals with
a human
humans.
doctor.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's
Yeah.
definitely true, because I recently, you know, I haven't had my kitten for a very, very long time. So
Right.
we're still, you know, in the
Getting
getting
to
used
know
to
each
each other
other.
Yeah.
process.
Mhm.
And I guess now she sort of got sort of a feel for, you know, when I'm in a mood of, listen, I really aren't into this right now.
Right.
Like I'm upset about something. One night I was working on this video and I'm up late, like 6 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. I working on this video, and normally she'd be full zoomed up, jumping up and down, but
Kept
she could
still.
see, okay,
This ain't the
yeah,
time.
that, and you
Right,
know,
this
so
ain't the time, right.
she came over and she sat on my neck and she just was sitting there like,
Right. And I
Let's
bet
go-
you,
on
and
her.
I,
let's
and
go
I
watch
bet
what
you,
you're
and I
doing.
bet you your mood changed though
it did,
a little bit. Yeah.
it did.
Right. So you have all these animals that are very, very confident to people.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of them
Mhm.
are, you know, what you call them service dogs.
Yeah, service dogs.
They're
Yeah.
definitely there for
Yeah, they provide
emotional
for the
support.
emotional support. Yeah.
Now, what's funny is if I travel,
Mhm.
she will not eat until I come back.
Until you come
so
back,
if
yeah.
it's a week, she'll pick, but she's not
Right.
herself.
And
until
then when you come back,
she's happy as a
yeah.
lark.
Mhm.
So they have emotions. Now the next question, because
Yeah.
boy, time is run by.
Yeah,
quickly.
real quick.
We had a question. We
Uh-huh.
asked. We had a conversation one time. We
Yeah.
were wondering if you think animals have souls. You remember that?
Yeah.
Ooh. So
That's a deep one. I don't know.
that's a deep one.
I guess it's like
and it
like,
crosses the line of religion and
of
people.
course.
And that's, you know, when you start talking religion, things get very, very sticky.
Yeah.
But just for me personally, dealing with the different animals I've dealt with, and I've
and
been in
their
different
owners.
and their owners
Yes.
and different places. And when you like bail travel, like I haven't been to Canada, St. Kitts. You know, I excited about right now, but I can reveal
tell
it.
'em.
I can tell you know, but right now, you know, my next big thing that I'm doing is I'm going to South Africa for 2 weeks to teach. So that's gonna be
See, that's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
right.
David's
So
doing big
yeah,
things. Yeah.
So you know, I'm going to do that. So right now, you know, I'm going to be doing animals I've never even touched before. But
Right.
I say this to say that,
Where's the fear factor? where's the fear
I'm not
factor?
afraid. I'm not afraid.
Okay, Eminem.
I am not afraid. No, I'm not afraid of anything. That's how, and I can speak on this. That's one of our biggest things in life when it comes to even humans.
Yeah.
Fear is the main thing that cripple us. Be afraid to do everything. Be afraid because, you know, they feel like someone else can do it or I can't do
Or
it.
it's
No,
just the fear of the unknown.
the unknown. And I'm not afraid of the unknown.
Oh, wow.
You
So
know,
you're going
I'm
to see
not.
some animals you've never seen.
Yeah, never even see. But that's, you know, this is my love and my passion. You know, so I walk without fear. God didn't build me for fear. So that's what I gotta do.
Congrats. Getting
You
a
know,
lot of congratulatory
Now,
messages.
all this talk about how passionate you are about
Yeah.
animals, it actually makes you wonder, how do you feel, you know, being a veterinarian,
Mhm.
when you watch shows like Tiger King,
Oh, I mean, but how they had those tigers
Yeah.
and conservation and stuff like that. Well,
or even having exotic animals like that as pets?
as pets. Now I look from okay, I put it like this. This is my personal view on it. I look at it more from a conservation type standpoint.
Mhm.
Like just say like right now, like someone was to call me and say, you know, I have an injured tiger, and this tiger cannot go back into the wild. What's the sense of putting it back in the wild if it can't defend itself?
Exactly.
So zoos and things like that, you know,
Will
they
be the
go there,
next step.
right? They go
Mhm.
to the next step. Now, when you're using it for, you know, just your pleasures and things like that, but you know, people get these things. That's their animals. They pay for those things.
That's true.
So, and we have to be very understanding of different aspects of, you know, people, because, you know, they can say, well, this is my property, so I could do what I want to do with it.
That's true.
But it's how you, now I can see if let's just say, now there's coming from a standpoint where the animal's getting inhumane treatment,
Yeah.
then we can step in and say, well, hey, you need to get your facility off the par, you need to do certain things. And I can go back to the point, where you're talking about souls and stuff like that.
Hit it.
Now, I feel that they do. And now, like, one thing that shocked me, and I had to learn this, is when I was in St. Kitts, they have this protocol. I was getting ready to put down a cow, right? Now, a cow is a herd animal. They always in a herd with each other, so they're very social.
Right.
And I was getting ready to put down a cow, and like one of the vets had to step in and was like, "Well, Quinn, you can't put the cow down with the other cows around." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah, that's a new protocol." So every day they change the protocols because they feel like if the cows see that, it's gonna,
lose its soul?
not soul, but stress throughout the herd because they don't have that Pacific cow in the herd anymore.
Got it.
And so we had to like close the next side and separate them. And I had to put that animal to sleep by itself.
Oh wow.
So all of those things play into that. And I personally believe they do. Because I've had instances where like I'll walk into a clinic and everything quiet. So I know that an animal has passed. Right. And you only know these things when you experience these things. Right. And then, and especially with horses, they're very social animals. One story I can say is very, very deep to me. When I was an intern at Tuskegee, and
y'all heard that, right?
Yeah,
Tuskegee,
I was
okay?
I was in the Tuskegee. Big up
Okay.
shout out to Tuskegee University. And I did my internship in large animal medicine and surgery. And a lot of horses came in. And we had to put down a horse, but we had to put down the foal, is the baby of the horse, because she had like a rare autoimmune disease that we had to put her down, right? And so the guy who was teaching me at the time, he was like, "Well, Dr. Gray, this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to take the foal into the next stall, put it down, but you're gonna have to bring the foal back to the mother
After you already put 'em down.
because she needs to know
That it's gone.
that the animal is gone." And what she was doing was nudging the babe to see if
if
it was.
she's really gone.
And listen,
That broke your heart.
that broke my heart because she started to like whine, like
Cry.
right, like they're like normally cry. So I was just like, and then afterwards, like she realized that it was gone. She went back to her normal routine, and I was just like, wow, I've never experienced that until that point.
Wow.
So that's the one thing I could always remember, and that kind of keyed me in to know that okay,
They have their feelings.
they have feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some type of energy transfer there where they have a soul. Because there's nowhere in the world. I mean, even today, like we had a C-section today where we delivered some pups. Me and Dr. Sanz did it. And when the mother woke up from surgery and she heard her crying, she was in the cage like this, moving up and down. Like, I need to get to them. I need, So it's it's some instinct and it's some, I believe that they do have a soul. And I put it like this. I say that to say this. You have to respect the living, whether it's a human, whether it's an animal, whatever. You gotta respect it because it gives us a job. It gives you comfort. It gives everybody. I mean, just say, it's true.
It's true.
And I mean, and everything in this world we use products to eat. For clothes. All of these things are interrelated. And that's why we talk about one health. Humans and animals, we all kind of coexist together.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Wow. Well,
So
this is part 2. We got to do a part 3 because the time has definitely
Expired.
went by too quickly. Beats, I know you have something on your heart. I could.
You got
feel
some,
it.
yeah.
He's always on
He's
the
sighing over there.
Yeah.
No, it's just
And then he started playing
listen.
with the left ear,
I it's just I don't want to be that guy that always doc listen, mama lad. But it's just there are so many things that you look when you have your pet and you caring for you're trying to get to know this animal and everything that they do, it's almost like it really is almost like a child because everything that you're wondering why exactly. It's like why is they doing that? So
is the cat jealous of the baby?
I
Talk
think
the
so.
truth.
Honestly, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
But that happens though.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, I think
when you
so.
introduce a new somebody into that house, the animals sense it and
the cat meet the baby there.
That don't matter. It don't matter. That's her territory. That's their
they're
territory.
they're watching your interaction.
And she with them as well,
Definitely,
right?
and she
right.
watches how I can see. You can see someone like the gears turning in their head.
Yeah.
If me and Kingsley are laying down and we playing in the bed, she would lay like on like at the windowsill and just watch us like
right.
Oh, so you never rub my belly like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Folks, We've come to the end of another Wellness Wednesday. Of course, Dr. Quinton Gray in the house. Of course, tell people how to follow you on social media.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram tag is Dr._Graystone, or you can just type in Quinton Gray Jr. You should be able to find me.
Sherry says, this was so informative. Chelsea says, my cat disappeared when my daughter was born. See that?
Oh, yeah, and that's a real thing. They disappear, yeah.
Gee, just leave the
Just
house.
leave,
So-
yeah.
So I have this thing, right? Last question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I really trying to understand it. So my cat does this thing where the minute she sees me or I walk in the vicinity,
Mhm,
come in the door, she sees me, she would dart to a food bowl,
mhm.
right?
Right.
There's food in the food bowl. At first, I feel like I used to put too much food in, but now I feel like I kind of dial it in on the right amount.
Right.
But why is that? Why do they do that? Are they trying to say I want more food, or you just want me to see that you eating it, or what is
Well,
the purpose?
Okay, so it's like, so what do you do? That's when you come in for like say a long day of work, you come home and she ain't see you all day.
That
that-
and if I come out of the room and I go into the kitchen, her food bowl is in the kitchen.
Right.
She'd be like, "Oh, you walking past my food? I just want you to know this mine. I eating it. Don't this mine. Like I like that.
Territorial.
I don't know what is
might be
that? Is that
territorial,
it?
but it might be some territorial stuff going on. But is it aggression or she just want to play?
No, she would literally. She's not even on my run. She's just in her food bowl. She's like, "I want you to see me eating.
Yeah.
I want you to see her eating this food." It's
I
like,
mean, it could be that she's thankful.
is that it?
I don't know. I don't know
that
one.
one.
I love to see that in action to kind of
Really?
piece that one together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have
what
an
that
answer for
is.
that one.
I don't know what that is.
Another Wellness Wednesday. We got to bring Doc back before he goes to South Africa because I noticed people have questions.
Oh, they got questions?
No, I mean,
Okay.
people find it quite informative, and we just kind of
Yeah.
just touched the surface today. All right, but folks, thank you so much. Top of the hour, 5:00. You're Drive at 5 with yours truly and DJ AI. He's in the booth. You know what it is. You Drive at 5 right here on the Star.
Yeah, Chelsea. That's how they go.
As a leader
You know,
in healthcare.
Once they get that wet food, they don't want that dry
Cat
food.
adopted me, so when I feed her, she doesn't want only dry food. She wants wet and dry. She's expensive. And I like,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I like, right?
You don't gotta be kidding.
That wet food,
that's like-
that's like crap
Hey,
for them.
listen, we still online, or we still
We still
on
live?
Facebook. We still live. So what she say is she had a question or no?
So she says a neighbor cat adopted me. So
Right.
When I feed her, she doesn't want only dry food. She wants wet and dry. So she's now buying, I guess, wet and
Bad and dry.
Somebody cat it in now. Sorry. No, sir.
Cats are very finicky though. Very, very, very finicky.
See, we end up
If you get on that wet food, that's
But then you get some cats that just want to eat dry food. Straight true.
So it's a cheaper cat.
Yeah.
Cat who ain't really
Man, out the place.
So what your dog is?
Mate.
You got on that.
So she's like this right now. I have her on the Purina kitten chow.
Okay.
Before it was the surf and turf, but I switched it over to the kitten chow. I feel like the kitten chow give her more energy.
And let me tell you.
Yeah, we even start talking
Listen,
about
we
foods
could
and
talk
stuff,
about
but-
food all day because
Yeah.
food is a big thing. And now, like more lower, like the cheaper
Mhm.
quality brands, like especially if you have a male cat, male
Yeah.
cats are very prone to getting blockages, and they get blockages because of urinary stones.
Mhm.
And what causes them to get urinary stones is the composition of the food. So if you have if you're feeding the cheap food and they ain't
Mhm.
like urine, you have to look for something called a urinary index,
Mhm.
especially if you have a male cat.
So she's a girl.
But she's a girl, so
Yeah.
I mean, she still could get stones, but she
Mhm.
won't be able. The chances of her getting blocked
Yeah.
would be very
That's enough.
not
Yeah.
enough. But a male cat, that's why I stopped getting male cats. If I get any male, I don't want a male cat because they get blocked so much.
So you wouldn't recommend the Purina?
The Purina.
Not for the meal so much.
Well, at this point right now, she's a kitten,
Mhm.
so you have a lot more protein in the food. So because she's growing, so she needs that
Yeah.
to keep
So,
the bones up.
so she'd have like, let's say during 3 days out of the week, I'll
Yeah.
give her just the dry food,
Mhm.
and then on the weekend, I'll give her I'll get like a can of either the Fancy Feast wet. She like the chicken patty.
Yeah, but you
She
mixing
also-
up too much things.
I did mix it the two together, the
That's
mix the
two
wet
together.
and the mix and the dry.
Yeah, two different brands, and but see
See,
that's
I
that
learned
yeah,
that
that's
my
you girl her experience.
Mhm.
And with dogs, it's different. And I always tell people if you start with one brand, stick with that. But if you want to change, because right now, what you're finding now is a lot of dogs been having allergies,
Mhm.
the
Yes.
chicken, beef, and you got people that, And sometimes, especially with COVID now and all the wars going on, all those economic
Hard to
things,
get certain-
it's hard to get certain things. And then you just got to change the dog food so drastically. But what I always advise is if you're going to change the dog food, you need to do 50% new and 50% old.
Okay.
Mix half and
But that's not
half.
the same for cats.
No, it may be different from cats, but dogs it's a big issue. And then you know what I mean? I mean, even this week, someone was like, the first thing I asked the person was like, my dog's stomach been gurgling, right? First thing I asked him, I say, did you change the food? They going quiet. I say, yeah, y'all changed the food. And they was just like, yeah, Dr. Gray, you changed the food. So that your system ain't used to that. Yeah. So you gonna have a little bit of upset stomach, a little bit of diarrhea, a little bit of flatulence, you know?
They like have insurance.
Yeah.
Ooh, the dog?
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
man.
Animals, I would say on a whole.
Oh, I thought you meant the animals like having children.
No, meaning they're
Like children, yeah.
having kids, all the upkeep and care and costs. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing else.
Nah, man.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Guys, thank you so much. You can
thank you everybody for listening out.
Wednesday with Dr. Gray. We're going to invite him back either before or when he ever comes to South Africa so we can hear the South African experience.
Yep.
But we definitely going to check back with him at another day. But thank you so much. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock in another 5 minutes. DJ AI and myself. Don't forget, Friday is the party. 4 walls. I understand great ambiance, great food, and we're going to be turning up old school right there at 4 walls on Friday, all right? Maybe tomorrow, give away another set of passes. I'll ask the boss. See how it go, all right? See y'all later.